From childhood, you've been fed the same message over and over. Work harder, and you'll succeed. Put in more hours, and you'll get rich. You believed it. You started arriving earlier, leaving later, sacrificing sleep and health for the sake of a mythical breakthrough. But look around you. The hardest working people on this planet, miners, construction workers, laborers, somehow remain the poorest. And those who own capital get richer while they sleep. This isn't a glitch in the system. It's its basic design. Welcome to the matrix of time. The cult of hard work is the greatest marketing campaign ever created by the elite. It is the anesthetic they inject into you so you won't ask questions about how resources are actually distributed. They sold you the idea that your sweat turns into gold. But in reality, it only turns into someone else's capital. Centuries ago, the architects of classical economic thought convinced the world that labor alone creates a product's value. They constructed entire philosophical frameworks, persuading the masses that the number of hours invested equaled the final value. It was convenient. It made millions of people believe that their time has an intrinsic, inalienable value that the market is obligated to reward. But this is an outdated concept, created for the factory era. The modern matrix doesn't care how tired you are. The market doesn't care about your efforts. The market rewards only two things: control over scarcity and scalability. When you sell your time, you're making the worst deal in economic history. Your time is a linear resource. There are only 24 hours in a day. You've hit a ceiling that's impossible to break through, no matter how hard you try. Then the system feeds you a new illusion: productivity. Learn time management. Streamline your tasks. Become more efficient. You download apps, drink energy drinks, and learn to get your work done in 4 hours instead of 8. And what happens next? Do you think you've freed up 4 hours for yourself? Wrong. In the corporate maze, the reward for digging a hole quickly is a bigger shovel. Your efficiency doesn't increase your wealth. It increases your employer's profit margin. You've simply learned to give away your energy faster and cheaper. You've become a more productive battery. You've optimized your own wear and tear. The system loves efficient employees because they voluntarily increase their output without demanding a share of the capital. True architects of wealth know one secret. There is a fundamental function, a hidden formula that describes the gap between you and them. In this formula, two forces are always in conflict: labor and capital. And the mathematics of the matrix is designed so that capital always wins. Capital doesn't need sleep. Capital doesn't ask for sick leave. Capital scales infinitely. The elite uses 3 levers that they'll never teach you about in school: code, content, and capital. A program written once runs on millions of devices. A video created once is watched by millions of eyes. Money invested in assets pays dividends without your involvement. This is asymmetric income. A single effort yields infinite results. While you work for money, the elite makes code, media, and other people's labor work for them. You're at a crossroads. You can keep running on the hamster wheel. You can keep believing that one more hour of overtime, one more certificate, or one more step up the career ladder will bring you freedom. But you already feel that this path leads to nowhere. The end of this game is burnout and a pension that won't be enough to pay the bills. The matrix doesn't just steal your present. It steals your future through a concept called the deferred life plan. They tell you to save 10% of your income, put it in a retirement fund, and wait until you are 60-5. Think about the cruelty of this math. You are trading the best, most energetic years of your life for the promise of resting when your body is already decaying. By the time you get your freedom, inflation has eaten your savings, and time has eaten your health. The elite do not wait for permission to live. They buy their freedom today by acquiring cash-flowing assets, while the masses pray the stock market doesn't crash the exact year they are allowed to retire. Waiting until you are old to be free is not a financial plan. It is a surrender. Let's look deeper into the architecture of your paycheck. Why is it so hard to get ahead just by working? Because the system is specifically designed to penalize labor and reward capital. When you trade your time for a salary, you are taxed at the highest possible bracket. The government takes its cut before you even see the money. But the elite, they don't have a salary. They hold assets. They borrow against those assets tax-free. Debt is not taxed. Capital gains are taxed at a fraction of the rate of human labor. The system literally punishes you for working hard and rewards those who own the board. You are subsidizing their tax breaks with your sweat. If hard work is not the answer, what is? The answer is leverage. The physics of wealth is built onto simple principles: other people's time and other people's money. The billionaire doesn't work 1,000,000 times harder than the janitor. He simply has infinite leverage. When you are an employee, you are the lever being pulled by someone else. You are generating the momentum for their machine. To escape the time matrix, you must stop being the lever and start building the machine. You must transition from a laborer who sells hours to an architect who builds systems. This transition is not about waking up earlier. It is not about grinding harder. It is about a fundamental shift in how you perceive reality. The time matrix relies on your compliance. It relies on your exhaustion. Every hour you spend trying to outwork a rigged system is an hour you lose forever. Stop asking for a bigger salary. Start demanding equity. Stop building their empire and start drawing the blueprints for your own. The code is broken. Subscribe to Value Void to unplug from the system. Link in bio. It is time to wake up.